elements understood very well that it's getting harder to control people by force. You know, the British Conservative Party, you know, it's hard to control people by force. They're getting too many rights. You know, parliamentary labor parties, women getting the right to vote, and so on. So we got to move on to controlling attitudes and opinions. That's the next way to control people. And so these huge industries developed which are dedicated to that. And that's exactly what they do. And furthermore, in a sense, everyone knows it, but nobody sees it. So suppose you turn on a television set. There's advertising. That's the main task of the PR industry, commercial advertising. If you ever took a course in economics, you were taught that markets are based on informed consumers making rational choices. Okay, turn on a television set and look at an ad. Are they trying to create informed consumers who will make rational choices? Like if you see somebody driving a new car off into space, you know, with a football player and a sexy actress, is that trying to create an informed consumer making a rational choice?
It feels emotional.
Well, the whole thing is to try to create uninformed consumers making irrational choices. Now, going back to responsibility of intellectuals, they ought to be pointing out that this huge industry is largely devoted to undermining markets. Well, suppose you turn to elections, which they now run. The PR industry basically runs the elections. Are they trying to, you look at television ads, are they trying to create informed voters who will make a rational choice? No, quite the opposite. They want to undermine democracy by creating uninformed voters who will make irrational choices. So we have this huge industry spending hundreds of billions of dollars a year dedicated to undermining markets and democracy, and nobody says it. I mean, it's transparent, you know. It's not profound. I can explain it to my 10-year-old grandchildren, but try to find somebody who says it. No, it's just too deeply ingrained. We have to keep the mass of the population uninformed, marginalized, so that we, you know, the responsible men, can run things. And this is very explicit across the board. Progressive intellectuals, others, I mean, it's understandable. We are the elites and we should be in control. And the rabble out there are stupid and ignorant, and for their own benefit, we've got to delude and control them. It's like you don't let a 3-year-old run into the street, you know. That's the way we have to treat the population. It's all very explicit. And it takes a kind of genius not to see it.